out of time, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
All right, let's up the difficulty just a little bit with this question. Will's basketball rival, Marcus Stokes, shares jersey number 31 with which former Dallas Mavericks star?
Was it Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, Jason Kidd, or Dirk Nowitzki? Please don't answer Dirk Nowitzki.
If you get this one wrong,
the sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Luka Doncic.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Anderson. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well. Boy, Richardson has great range and is a knockdown shooter from deep.
It's Allen on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you 3. The revenge triple.
Morant with a wide-open look. No good with the triple. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
The 3 for Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. From deep three-point range. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. There's the steal. From deep, Richardson. Another 3 for Dallas.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Allen outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And here's Morant after Luka Doncic hitting the 3.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Morant. Pass to Allen. Anderson with the ball. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
First one falls for him.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And it's blocked. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And here are the Mavericks now. Here's Dallas. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Doncic. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Brooks outside. Knocked loose. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Nobody near Allen. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 11. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got 15 points.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Morant, offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Here's Doncic, and he uses the glass on the layup. 17 points in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. Boy, he has been special to start this game, shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy.
The 3 from Morant. That shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. Here is Anderson. Looking for Allen and gets it there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
First free throw is good. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, they made a few key shots but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Hardaway's checked in for Dallas.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Allen. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Doncic throws it down.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Now here's Morant for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And that one's good, Morant.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. That one's on Morant.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
One shot.
That free throw good from Doncic. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. The past month has been surreal. 3rd in assists. And don't forget, top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat, night in and night out.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr., it's the family business. His dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Jr. knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
Hardaway hits them both. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
A 3 ball. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 33 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Over to the left wing. Tillman's shot is good. And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Foul, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Jones checked in for Memphis. Foul, that's good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
There's Winslow. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Tillman. To the middle. Winslow's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. 17-point game. Yes, that goes in.
Well, I like the mindset of Richardson here. Not settling for the jump shot.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Here's Tillman. Johnson goes in. Some solid defense from Clark.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Over to the wing. Lots of room. The shot that time, not on target. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
The pass to Tillman. And here's Brunson. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Richardson, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 19 to the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Tim Hardaway picks one up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
That's good from Winslow, and Memphis making a change here. Melton's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Dallas leading by 18. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Here's Melton. 11-point game his last outing. Winslow wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Johnson attacking, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And that one's good by Clark.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Brunson, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Winslow, the pass to Jones. Here's Melton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
24 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Tillman.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet. in the quarter.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 6 points.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. It's Dallas delivering the blowout. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Winslow. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And here are the Grizzlies now. Jones, the pass to Tillman. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. Mavericks leading by 21. Here's Cauley Stein, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Tillman.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Winslow. 9 points last game. Taken away. One-on-one here. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% from the floor. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 7th in steals, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Melton passes to Brooks. Clock at 6. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brooks has got 6.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You know, so active on the offensive end is Hardaway Jr. You can tell he feels comfortable taking quick shots like that one.
Melton passes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. And the shot goes down. Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
Up top, Valanciunas, guarded by Hardaway, tipped away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. From the baseline. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And it's Morant missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
He was all alone on that one. Brooks has got 9.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scorers in the NBA over the last month. 5th is Luka Doncic.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Takes the 3. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Valanciunas. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Mavericks now. Dallas has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Morant scanning the floor. Allen finds Anderson. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Morant passes to Allen. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And the Mavericks call time here. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. The Mavericks shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Doncic. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Morant with the drive.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 37.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Doncic. Here's Kleber. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Kleber's got his first bucket of the night. Morant against Porzingis. Dallas has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Doncic with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Morant. Oh, what a play!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Brooks has gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Inside. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Valanciunas. Morant's got 16 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Doncic throws it down.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Now Morant. 16 points for him. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Here's Doncic. The shot's good. Doncic has got 45 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
To the middle. Here's Anderson. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Another shot. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got 4 this quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Floats one. Allen's shot is off.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Hardaway. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Nice D from Porzingis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And the Mavericks call time here. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
A different look for Dallas. James Johnson's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Dallas has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And it's blocked. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Chalk up 2 there. Doncic has got 49 points in the game.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Down low. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 8 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
For Dallas, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one falls for Brunson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
They get a hand on it. Doncic with the steal. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Richardson with the double team. To the inside, Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. 2.
The first free throw is good. And so Clark nails both of them. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Wasted no time on that one. Doncic has got 56 points in the game.
You know, you can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Clark. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
Boy, a creative finisher who throws it down with ease at 7-3. Put the ball in Porzingis' hands, and he'll occasionally wow you.
Here's Winslow. Johnson with the block. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Dallas just dominating this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. James, you came out and you were really productive. In fact, the whole bench was productive.
Yeah, of course. You know, that's what the second unit is for. We go hard in practice. We know we can play with the best of them. And we just want to give our first guys, the first group, a lift.
You certainly did, James. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, And you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Memphis, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Valanciunas has got 8.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Memphis with the ball. Morant with it. Brooks outside. No good on the triple. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 10 points for him.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
To the paint, here's Allen. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And Doncic, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 58.
Boy, a main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
The 3 from Morant, but they'll get another chance. Offline with his 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down. A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Doncic. And good, there's another. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
To the wing on the left. Now here's Morant for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 21 in the game.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The drive by Doncic. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Anderson, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the dunk by Doncic.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Back to Brooks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct.
Oh, what a finish!
My goodness.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Stolen by Brooks. Count it.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And here's Anderson. He's got 11. Here's Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Dallas.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
2 shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And that one falls for Brooks. A different look for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. White comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Doncic. And Memphis also making a switch. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Allen. And both free throws good for Brooks. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And Hardaway gets it to go. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Brooks. He's got 19. Out to the right wing. Hardaway against Morant. Here's Melton. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Dallas has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Yep, that one goes. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Tries from 16, and the shot is long.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And every team loves getting a night like this out of their big man. Valanciunas is the biggest lion in the Serengeti.
Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Brooks covering. No good from Finney-Smith. Here's Anderson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night. And then Cauley-Stein with the jam.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Cauley-Stein's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Passes it to Melton. Valanciunas with the ball. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Hardaway, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A different look for Dallas. Owundu's checked in, and it's Burke in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Clark, the pass to Jones. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Richardson. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, Richardson has a lot of toughness. Remember, this is a guy who earned his spot in the NBA. Nothing has come easy for him.
Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Pass to Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Winslow's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And that one's good. Burke. Now here's Jones. He has 5. Down low, Clark. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Grizzlies have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Dallas has gotten all but one of their 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Kept alive. Here's Richardson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And, you know, Richardson, simply by being aggressive, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and is able to force the foul.
For Dallas, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Two shots.
That's good from Richardson.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
And Richardson drops them both. Memphis has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the basket by Jones.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Richardson. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Richardson's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, Richardson's offensive game continues to expand and impress. He's a multi-dimensional scorer now.
Here's Winslow, and he lays it straight in.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
To the inside, here's Cauley Stein. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside, Jones. And stolen by Richardson. Pass to Owundu. Stolen by Winslow. To the middle. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Jones, no luck. Dallas has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And that one's good. Burke. Now Winslow, 11 points in the game to the right side. Bain, and another basket for Memphis. And the Mavericks call time here.
Justice Winslow. Go home, Dallas! Mavericks timeout call. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Doncic with the bucket.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Winslow, the pass to Clark. There's 1:26 left in the third. Tillman's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Johnson, good.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
The Grizzlies shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. The pass to Jones. He dishes it to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 8th assist in the game. Doncic finds Kleba. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Okay.
Two shot.
First one falls for him. Grayson Allen's checked in for Memphis. So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Winslow. Here's Tillman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 6. And for Memphis, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And got it! Another basket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Winslow with it. 11 points in the game. Passes to Jones. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 5 assists tonight. And so it's Dallas, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Dallas has gotten all but one of their 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th, we've got Allen. He's out there with Jones. Zhang is out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Tillman in at the power forward. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Allen left side. Jones in the post. Brunson covering. Here's the 3. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Jones. Jones has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's a 1-2. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And here's Jones. Pass to Winslow. Here's Zhang. Memphis moving it around to the inside. And he dunks it down.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Mavericks leading by 23. Here's Brunson. Here's Johnson. The Grizzlies pull it in. Tillman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so here's Memphis. Morant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Winslow against Doncic. Winslow's shot is off. Here's Brunson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists in the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Brunson. Nice shot from the wing. Here's Morant. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That one falls. And that's 20 points for Valanciunas.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
Brunson, good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you are involved in more facets of the game.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Allen against Hardaway. Allen drives in, softly drops in the floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Shot from the wing, and Dallas again with the bucket. Here's Melton. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
Here's Melton. Brunson covering. Anderson wide open. And again, it's Memphis with the threes.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Melton passes to Valanciunas, and that one drops. Valanciunas has got 24.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Inside, here's Allen. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Dallas calls timeout. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Powell, he's checked in for James Johnson. Bane, it's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Here's Burke. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And that one's good. Burke.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
Melton passes to Valanciunas, and he converts the layup. Valanciunas has got 10 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Anderson with the ball. To the wing right side. Bane. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And the shot goes in. Hardaway has got 22.
Boy, you love Hardaway Jr.'s confidence and aggressiveness. When he's going like this, he feels like nobody can guard him.
Down low, here's Conchar. And he banks in the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Burke. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Burke. Burke's got 10 points here in the second half. To the paint. Bane.
Oh, yeah. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Melton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Melton's got 6 here in this quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Grayson Allen's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Melton. Good on the second free throw. Mavericks leading by 22. Here's Doncic. And another one falls. Amazing.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Morant's got space. It's hauled in by Richardson.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Right wing. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis, and another basket for Dallas.
And, you know, you look at Porzingis, he's got his shot on automatic. Not much wasted motion in that stroke.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution.
The Grizzlies shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Pass to Tillman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dallas calls timeout.
Timeout.
They're leading by 26. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Burke with it, now guarded by Winslow. Got that bucket in no time at all.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Melton's shot is good.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And again, Dallas turns it over. Here's Winslow. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Uncovered. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Here's Dallas. Now here's Burke. Out to the right wing. Here's a 1-2. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.